Hi friends, welcome back to 78 Reflections. My name is Patty Elaine. Today I am recording a video introduction to a new series that I'm starting that's part of a bigger personal project, and it's a 111-day journey I've been on. Now I'm entering the final 44 days, and after some recent reflection, I've decided to shake things up a bit. Inspired by the Fool, I am choosing to approach these next 44 days with lightness, curiosity, and a sense of adventure. And building on some guidance from a recent tarot spread, particularly the Eight of Wands as my advice card, I'm leaning into movement, momentum, and flow. So I've decided to gamify my life. This approach is inspired by Dawn Michelle and her Gamify My Life framework. My idea is to turn my 8 focus areas into a weekly quest, where the reward for moving the needle in each area is a tarot card that becomes part of my week ahead spread. And Dawn Michelle does a similar thing. So I have identified the 8 core categories in my life that are priority for me. And I've paired each one with its own unique tarot deck or oracle deck in some cases. So I'm just going to walk you through the categories. I'll briefly touch on my goals and the deck that's paired with it. So I did do a bit of a deck interview process. So what I did was I selected about 3 decks in each category that I thought would be a good fit. And then I did a 3-card spread for each one and then chose the deck that I felt was giving me the clearest message in that category. So that's how I ended up with these decks. Now I ended up with decks that I don't work with a whole lot, which is quite interesting. But I'm excited. I think that'll be part of the fun over the next 44 days. So first category is prosperity. Now in this category, it's about financial and security. And my main focus is mindful spending, but it's also about making some snowball payments towards debt. I have a budget by paycheck workbook that I would like to work in weekly. And that's what the Money Mondays is all about. So for prosperity, the main thing that I would like to do each week is to do the check-in on where I'm at on my Money Mondays. And I've got it down to a fine art now. It takes about 30 minutes, but I do avoid it. So that's probably the main thing that I would like to stick to each week. But also for mindful spending, what I'm trying to do is not make impulse purchases throughout the week, but if I would like to purchase things, just to do my purchasing on Monday. Now, of course, if I go to town or I need to purchase something, that's fine. It's just really trying to get away from impulse spending. So the deck that I ended up with is from the 2-deck series. So these 2 are part of a 2-deck collection that I bought together. And it's the Book of Shadows. Just trying to see if I can find, I don't have the box because it's too big. But it's the Book of Shadows Tarot. And then this is the Soblo deck. And then the blue one is As Above. So this is a really interesting deck. It's quite, I don't know, it's very shiny. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. That has quite a glare. Let's see if I can change the lighting. Let's see. Okay, hopefully the lighting is okay. I turned off my ring light and turned up the lights in the rest of the room. It's quite dark outside, so I don't have much for natural light. But this deck is quite modern. It has a lot of Fae energy in it, which I really love, but it's also, as the name states, so below, it's our everyday thing. Look at that 5 of Cups. It's very relatable. The readings that I received from this deck regarding prosperity were so much clearer than any other deck that I tried to work with. So this is the deck I will be working with. So that is prosperity. Why not end on the King of Pentacles? So for Refuge, so this is spirituality. And for this, it's mainly connecting with the Witch's calendar. And so I have the Season of the Witch Oracle cards, which I thought would be a nice way of connecting with that. And then I also like to do moon rituals. And the deck is from the Book of Shadows. It's the As Above deck. And this deck is really interesting. It's different than any other deck I have. It does not follow the Waite-Smith. It has its own special plan. And I've been wanting to learn about it and connect with these cards. And I've not done that yet. So I'm really looking forward to working with these cards. I'm going to have to rely on the guidebook for it because I don't find it easy to understand these cards, but I am looking forward to digging into this deck a bit more. A lot of Fae energy once again. And why not end on the Book of Shadows? So that is my Refuge category. So now down on this end, vitality is health and wellness. And it's really about fueling my body with better nutrition, moving my body more, just in general, taking better care of myself, drinking water, all of the things. So for this, I chose an Oracle deck, which is the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. I love this deck, and I really have not worked with it. But I thought it would be fun to have an Oracle, and I thought this deck really gave me some good messages in the 3-card reading. So I'm excited to work with it. And I think I'll leave it on simplicity because I feel like that aligns well with my goal on vitality, health, and wellness. So now moving up here, I have insights. So insights is learning and personal growth. For this, it's a lot of tarot, reading, discovering, and exploring the tarot. I've put the deck and stroll into this, learning about astrology. You'll see when I get to the category, this one over here, the pursuits, that there seems to be overlap, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't really matter to me too much about which category it's in, but that's roughly what I'm thinking about learning and personal growth for insights. So for this, I have the Witch Sister Tarot, and this is another deck I have not worked with, but it gave me some really beautiful readings when I was pulling the 3-card spread for insights. And so I'm really looking forward to learning more about it. It does not follow the Waite-Smith. It has different suits. It has renamed some of the major arcana. So it's going to be also an opportunity to learn more about this deck. So pretty excited about that. And there we go. Let's leave that on renewal. The next category is stewardship. So this is care of property and assets. This is my truck, my trailer, and my house. Those are their names. And the deck that I chose is the 5th Spirit Tarot. This is a really interesting deck, and it was definitely the clearest reading when it came to really practical things. And you can see with the images why that could happen. You know, a lot of the images are modern, they're everyday images. And so I just found it gave very clear readings regarding stewardship. All right. The next category is pursuits. Now, these are passion projects, and it's my YouTube channel, 78 Reflections, and I'm also contemplating hosting a retreat or gathering of some sort in the fall for the equinox. So For that, I have, I was hoping I had the box, but I guess I don't. It's a landscape tarot. And this is a beautiful deck. And also one I have not worked with much, and I'm really interested in working with it. And it gave a really nice 3-card reading for pursuits. So I am definitely excited to get to know that deck better. Now we have work and play. So impact is career and influence. These are work projects and career progression. And this deck, there was no contest. I picked this deck pretty quickly after seeing the 3-card spread. This is a beautiful deck, also one I have not worked with a lot, and I look forward to using that deck as well. Now this deck I am very familiar with, but I can't think of a better deck for adventures than the Everyday Witch. My daughter got me this deck as a gift about a year, maybe more, and I love it. Adventures is relationships, fun, friends, family, all the things. And, you know, it's interesting how challenging it can be to add fun into your life. And I want to be more mindful about it. You know, you probably notice a lot of my goals are around mindfulness in each of these categories. So that is what I'm working towards. And, you know, it's important. Fun is important. Relationships are important, but it's really easy to get stuck in to-do lists and not spend the time we need to with our family and our friends and just having fun. So let's leave that at the 10 of Cups. What could be better? So now that I've shown you that, oh, last one. So this was intended to be in the middle, but because of the way this layout works for recording, it's going to be off to the side. So this is going to be the archetype for the week, and it's just a card to talk about like the overarching message. So I'm going to clear this, and I want to show you a little bit more about how the gamification process is working for me. All right, so this is my beautiful planner that my friend gave me, and I love it. So what I have done is, you can see here, April brain dump. So what I did was I listed all my categories here, and then I just made a list of everything I could think of some tasks that I could do and the categories that they belong in. And the idea of it is that I want to move the needle in a positive direction in each one of the categories. And that is the weekly quest. So I'm just going to flip here to the weekly quest. So how it works is I want to earn a sticker in each of the categories. So this is the week we just had. And so each one of these represents one of the categories. And when I get a sticker, that is earning a card, a tarot card in the spread that you just saw. And so for the week ahead, the one you just saw, you can see I have a sticker in every category. And so I had a card in every category. What I'm doing basically, I'm trying to be very lighthearted with this. So I'm not defining exactly what that means. It could be anything off that brain dump list. And then I'm just keeping track of it on the page beside. I have a area there to list what I've done in each category. But the main thing is, on Sunday when I do my spread, I will come to this page and see which ones I have the stickers in, and then I will draw those cards and do the reading like I did for this week. And that video will be up this morning. So if you want to watch it, it will be in I'm going to create a playlist that'll have this video and that one. So you'll be able to find it there. Let me just show you what the spread looks like here in my book. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but basically this is the spread. It looks a little differently how I laid it out because this card didn't fit in the middle. I had to put it off to the side. but you can see there's the 4 categories at the top: refuge, insights, pursuits, and adventures. And at the bottom, prosperity, vitality, stewardship, and impact. So what I'm really hoping for is to make some progress, to stay engaged in the 111-day project, but to round out the last 44 days feeling momentum, not getting discouraged. And I'm interested to see how this gamification process will work with my motivation. So that's what the new chapter is all about: approaching life as a quest, staying curious, keeping it playful, and using the tarot as a tool to reflect, grow, and stay engaged with the things that matter most to me. If that sounds like something you would enjoy following along with or trying for yourself, check out my first spread. Maybe I can link it. I'm just learning about stuff like that. Maybe I can link it. But I'll be doing one every Sunday over the next 44 days. So I hope you'll stay tuned and join me. Please like this video if you do, subscribe if you want to hear more from me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then.